Hey everyone, welcome to Birds of a Feather. Today I picked up at the thrift store this really cool 2-pack of stamps. And one's a butterfly and one is just, I guess, a regular tag shape. So I'm really interested in seeing what I can do with the butterfly. The two of them cost me just $5.99, so I'm going to have a play with them. Now, I do want to mention that lately I've been experiencing creative block. And for the life of me, I just can't seem to get going on anything creative. So my friend Carol invited me to her 30-day challenge. It's actually a jewelry challenge, which is something that I don't do. So I'm thinking it's a wonderful opportunity to think outside the box and perhaps reignite my craft mojo. So let's see what happens. I'm going to open this package and get a few materials together and we'll see what develops. So keep your fingers crossed that this works. I'm going to try it on a piece of metal. Okay, so I've got a butterfly shape here, and I'm going to see what we can do with that. I actually like the negative space, so what I'm thinking is I might just create a bracelet. Now, I did a similar bracelet made out of scraps of aluminum can, and that was like last year. So what I'm thinking now is I might just use this cutout shape as a decorative element, and it might be really interesting by using 2 pieces of this aluminum can. So here's a previous bracelet that I did, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm also going to have 2 layers. I'll do a cutout of the butterflies, and then when you lay it over top, it'll probably be more like this. You'll see the can coming through. So now it's just a matter of picking just the right can and being able to punch a nice straight line out of these butterflies. So let's see if I can make that happen. Okay, so I've punched a second one, and basically what I'm doing is I'm lining up the side with the wing here. So I'm going to line that up. And then I'm also going to line it up by the front, which is a nice straight edge. I cut it with a paper cutter, so it's nice and straight. So let's just make sure I'm all lined up here, and I'll go for my third one here. And then what I'll do after these are punched is I'll trim up these edges, and we'll just go from there. So let's do one more. I think that's going to do it. Now these cutouts I might be able to use for something else, so I'm going to keep those and set them aside. So that's what we've got so far. I'll likely be using it on that side. And I'm just going to grab this to show you. It's not what I'm going to be using because this is a one material challenge, and so I'm just using aluminum. But if you put it on something that's highly patterned, look how pretty that is. That looks gorgeous. So I'm off to find a can that has a lot of patterning. Now I am noticing that the edges aren't parallel, so I'm taking this paper cutter and I'm just going to try to even that out. And it looks like the other side could stand to use a bit of a trim also. I've cut the first piece down to 6.5 by 1.5. And now what I want to do is I want to make the next piece longer so that I have enough to fold it over right here. And this is about 3/16. So I'll have 3/16 on both sides. And then this is about, let's see, probably an 1/8. Yeah, that's about an 1/8 of an inch. Actually, I want to fold it twice. I'll need 1/4 and 1/4 to fold this on both sides. So that's about 1/2 inch more in the width. So let's cut this second piece and we'll get folding. Unfortunately, I didn't have the can that was this color. It was just a plastic wrap. So I cut a piece from this Lone Tree cider can, and I think what I'll do is I'll line it up with the leaves, and then I'm going to score it along the edges, and then I'll fold them in. This outer piece is 7.5 inches by 2 inches, and I've scored along the line that represents the inner piece here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut away the corners here. So there's one corner cut. I'm going to do the rest to the other 3 corners. And then I'm going to score halfway in between here, halfway in between here, and the same thing on these sides so that we can start folding in. Now, if you prefer not to cut, you can fold along the line and it'll break away. Now I'm ready to do my final scores and we'll start folding. Okay, we're all scored, so I'm going to start scoring from the edge here. And if it helps, you can get a straight edge to help you fold it. I didn't show the scoring on camera, but I took just basically a pen that was already spent, and I used that just to draw my lines. You can use an awl, but I find it just a little bit too sharp. You don't actually want to pierce the tin. And I'll do the same thing with the other side here. So a spent pen is quite good. I'm just going to smooth it out. Then I'm going to put this inside so that I can fold the rest of this over. Just make sure that it's lined up really well. And now I can bend this other end in. So that's how it's looking so far. And once again, we're going to start from the outside and fold the outer edges in, and then the inside to enclose it. And if it helps, you can use the ruler to help you bend that line. Just make sure you've got enough wiggle room on the other end, and make sure that it's up tight. Now this pen really does help smooth it out. There we go. We've got the long side bent. We've got both of these short ends bent. And now it's just a matter of bending this other side. And again, this ruler can help. And again, you can use the pen to help squish that down. You'll see in a moment that I'm going to have to do a little bit of troubleshooting on the far end, and that's because the bracelet was just a little too wide and I couldn't bend it. So when you're cutting, just try to make the inner piece slightly smaller so that you've got a little bit of wiggle room. Now you want to move this tightly to the other end so that you've got room to bend this up. I'm going to start in the middle and work my way out to the edges. And we just have a little bit of a lip right here, so I might have to carefully cut that away with an X-Acto blade. I'm just going to score it. I'm just going to score it really carefully. And again, you're going to smooth it down with your pen. Now I'm just going to have to get in here. I've just got a little bit of metal that's being really stubborn, and I'll be able to finish that off. Then we're going to bend this into shape and we'll be done. Now to shape the bracelet, I don't have any kind of a bracelet shaper, so I'm just taking something rounded and I'm just running it along the edge, bit by bit, very gently to shape it. Just want to do this very gently. And eventually you'll get a shape like this. So I'm not going to bore you with the shaping because it is going to take a little bit of time. So next time you see this bracelet, it'll be on my wrist. Here it is, all bent to shape, and it's looking beautiful. You could use any combination of colors of cans that you have. And the cutouts doesn't have to be butterflies, it can be anything. From a paper stamp, to a metal cutout, to a bracelet. If you'd like to check out the 30-day challenge from the Stylish Maker, I encourage you to check the link in the description. Carol has done a fantastic job at helping me reignite my craft mojo. Be sure to check her out. If you like this project, don't forget to watch another video. You can find the full tutorial over at birdsofafeather.ca, and don't forget to like, share, and follow right here.